Hi everyone. In this video I wanted to show you how to use a puzzle in Polypad, in Mathigon Polypad. So we're going to play around with the Tangrams puzzle. So I want to show you first of all where the Tangram is in Polypad. And then we're going to go look at some activities using Tangrams, and then we'll come back to Polypad. So first of all, I have a file here that I named Tangrams in Polypad. I saved it in my library. But I want to show you that under Tiles, if you click on Tiles and go to Geometry, there's a section called Tangrams. So if you click on each of these words here, it opens up to show tools underneath. So if you go to the Tangrams section, there's a classic Tangram, and then there's a magic egg Tangram, which I actually haven't played with. But we're going to use the classic Tangram. And so here it is. And a Tangram is a puzzle made of these different pieces, and you can make different shapes and figures. And so you can see how I can take these pieces out one at a time. And usually when you're solving a Tangram puzzle, you use only one of each piece. So notice they're each a different color. There are these different shapes. But I'm just taking one of each. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I have one of each here. There's no duplicates. And then you have different puzzles where you try and create figures or pictures with these pieces. I'm going to go back to File here, and I'm going to hit Save so I don't lose what I did. And now I'm going to go to a different section in Mathigon. Under Activities at the top, there are a bunch of different games and areas where you can learn different things about math. For example, if you have kids, or even for yourself, the multiplication by heart, which is it's an activity for practicing multiplication, learning multiplication facts. I find this a really useful activity to do for yourself and for young people, for kids. So maybe I'll come back. I'll make another video about this section. There's also Factress, which is like Tetris. If you've ever played Tetris, this is a really interesting game where you can practice factors and multiples while playing a game. But we're going to scroll down. There's a bunch of other stuff you might want to look at, but the thing we're going to look at here is the Tangram Builder. And so these are different Tangram puzzles. So I'm going to click Open. And here we are. So here's the Tangram puzzle again. Same shapes. But we're not in Polypad. It looks a little bit different here. And you see on the bottom here are all these different images that you can create with these Tangram pieces. So let's see. There's 4 different sections: basic, animals, geometry, and advanced. These are all different Tangram puzzles that you can make. I think I'm going to go to animals. And let's see here. Which animals should we choose? I like dogs. I'm going to try the dog. So when I clicked on dog, you can see that there's a background here with a dog. And if I'm going to highlight here, I'm going to move my Tangram pieces out of the way. And the goal here is to see if we can move these pieces to fit them exactly on this background shape to make the dog. And so I'm looking to see where these pieces might fit in the dog shape. And I haven't done this puzzle before, so I don't really know. I'm going to play around with a couple things. I think I kind of see a square here. I'm wondering if the green square goes here. So you can see I'm just kind of clicking and dragging to pull it over. Kind of move it to make it look right. Now that seem right? Maybe. Now I'm continue to look here. Oh, now this maybe seems kind of obvious here. The tail seems to be the same shape as this, which is a parallelogram shape, the orange parallelogram. So I'm going to grab it and pull it over here. But it needs to be rotated. So this handle up here, I can click on that and drag, and that'll rotate it. So let's see here. Is that right? That seems about right. It's not perfect, but that's pretty close. So I think that's going to be fine. And so I'm going to keep looking here and seeing if I can fit these shapes onto the dog. And I think maybe that blue one goes here, possibly. It seems okay, right? Now I'm starting to wonder. I don't know how these other shapes are going to fit in here. Ooh, I see one. I think this big magenta triangle could go here. So does that give you an idea of how this thing might work? So the goal is to fill the shape with just these pieces, only one of each, and they have to fit perfectly. They can't overlap, right? So that wouldn't work. You know, see how this one is over the top of the other one? They have to fit next to each other, and they have to cover all the gray space. So maybe you can see what the next. Oh, I see the orange one. Like the orange one could go here. So then, not sure about that last piece, but maybe you see it. The last two pieces, I mean. So anyway, so you can get an idea of how this works. You could even download it if you want to download the image later and keep it, or you could just do it for fun. So we're going to play around with this puzzle, and then we're going to do some math with it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to Polypad. So I'm going to click on Polypad. And remember, the Tangram part was under Activities, and then Tangram Builder here, Open. But I'm going to go here to Polypad, and I want to go back to my Tangrams. See, I saved it here, my Tangrams puzzle, or my Tangrams Polypad. I can double click, or I can click on that little arrow here. And see, and now it's there. Now, can I build that dog here? I don't have the same background anymore, so don't know if I remember exactly how to do it, but you can see how to move these pieces, right? I can grab them, I can rotate them, I can fit them together. So this is one thing that you'll be practicing when you do this activity, is moving these shapes around. So I'm just kind of playing now and seeing what shape I might be able to make with these Tangrams, because there's all kinds of different puzzles that you can make, right? So you might make up your own figure. What should I do with this last one? Real quick here. I don't know what this is. It's just I'm just playing at this point. But so you can see that we can do a lot of different things with the Tangram. So this is something we'll be playing around with in class. So I hope you enjoy it. See you soon.